Hi, and a very warm welcome to the CityLAB Sommerkonferenz. I'm Tobias, I'm a service designer lead at the CityLAB, and I'm really happy that you both are here, Caro and Adam. And I would like to ask you 3 questions because I'm very curious. As you maybe know, the CityLAB is going to celebrate the 5th birthday today. Do you have any plans for your community, for your company where you're working? What do you want to achieve in 5 years?
Good question. Okay.
Good question.
So I guess starting off within the service design community here in Berlin, we have a collection of different communities, and we've just established the Berlin chapter of the Service Design Network, which is a global organization celebrating each year with the conference. And I think in 5 years, it would be really great to establish service design as a known skill and practice and mindset within Berlin. I would love to see it more celebrated and connected also within design leadership, but not just service design its bubble, but service design with other industries and connecting them together.
Nice. In 5 years, okay, so I'm working for a startup. We're still in the very early phases. I guess in 5 years it would be great to have, first of all, a completely established vision, and then because with Holi we want to gather a community of people who want to shape engagement and who want to engage people and kind of push forward the socio-economic transformation, if you can say that in English, and have a good user base, people who want to maybe go beyond their bubble, inform themselves about topics, talk with people who may have different opinions, and get engaged, and not engaged as in married, but engaged as in engage in cool things.
Sounds great. What brings you both to the summer conference? You are doing a workshop about building communities. Maybe you want to talk a bit more about your workshop. What's the topic? Why are you doing this?
Sure. So we're both really interested in communities and how to build them and how to build them sustainably, as in how can communities survive long term and really have impact in the field where they're going. So that's kind of where we overlap in our professional journeys.
Yeah.
And as we're really good friends, we've always wanted to do something together, and this was a really cool, chance to do that.
Yeah, and it's amazing because I'm a community leader, but Caro is a professionally trained community manager, so we often come together to spar ideas on how I can better myself as a community leader with her experience as a community manager, and then from the design and service design side, how can you actually create a service offering and offering for your community, and what does that look like to create this? And our workshop is about the discourse or the friction or the tension in a community leader, which is, I want to do something, I build my community for a reason, for a mission, whether that be a garden space, or whether that be promoting a skill, or whether that be advocacy or lobbyism or whatever you might have, and the friction between actually organizing and product managing and managing the community. So people often get bogged down in this, I want to do all of this stuff, but I have to do all of the management, I have to talk with people, I have to write documentation, I have to schedule things, and this friction is what we kind of explore in our workshop, where we help people understand to have, I would say, sustainable long-term impact with your community. You have to find balance and support and structures to able yourself to, I guess, be a manager and also be a leader, in this kind of way.
Yeah, exactly, and that's also part of why we build Holi, because we see that there are so many people who want to work towards a common cause, who really have that spark, that passion, but then when it comes to actually organizing people around them, it becomes hard, and you kind of sometimes lose track of the actual reason why you started something, and then you need to get lost in all the tools and the know-how and the community management. So that's why Holi is kind of putting itself in that position to maybe help those community leaders to effectively manage their communities.
And And if you think of somebody who works in the public administration in the public sector and who wants to start a community, what would you tell him how to start a community within the public sector? Do you have any ideas or tips?
Yeah, I mean, I think a good start for any community, if it's the public sector, if it's the private sector, if it's, you know, your garden community, it's always do it with the people. So really get everybody involved from the very beginning, get good buy-in, ask opinions, ask for inhibitions as well, and kind of get those in and really get that buy-in early, and go from there.
Yeah, I see community development a little bit like an onion. That's, rings upon rings, and by starting small with the people that you have in your core, you'll gather people around them, and you kind of build out this way your community of impact. There's one community that you also organize with Martin Jordan within the design and government space, and I think if you are interested in building a community within your passion, within your area, realize that community is really a people's game, right? And that's what you have to focus on.
Yeah, so thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for having us.
Yeah.